Hello, I'm Peter Colleen, and I just want to share a couple of things with you about mental health and wellness and self care during this very critical time during COVID 19. Many people ask me, well, do you think it's going to change? Do you think it's going to impact us on a psychological level, an emotional level? Well, the answer is quite obvious after 6 weeks how it's impacting people. When you drive out in the street or you go to the store and people are lined up and told 10 people in, you're waiting online, you're waiting to get in there, then you line up in there and you're going down up and down aisles with the arrows, then you're standing in line to be called to pay for your item. And what I've noticed is that there's this incrementally detaching from people and the human contact. And I don't know where this is all going to take us. I really don't, because now are people going to be afraid of coming too close to people? I think we don't realize the impact and the fallout from this, but it's going to be quite a challenge for us to rebound from this, I believe. Part of it is our sense of insecurity and the freedom. This happened post 9/11. The freedom that we once experienced prior to 9/11, we were not having that same experience post 9/11. And when I teach in the academies today, the recruits are obviously much younger, and they don't realize how our lives were lived prior to 9/11. The same thing is happening here, not to the degree. It's a different type of trauma that people are experiencing. However, it's still trauma. So it's going to have an impact on how a person perceives the world, how they're feeling about themselves, and keeping in mind that there's the physiological, the psychological, and the spiritual component of the individual that work in tandem in order to move through each day of one's life. That's just a very simple and very basic synopsis of that. But keeping in mind that you can't look at one without the other. It has to be the physical, the psychological, and the spiritual. And that is the component that drives the human being through daily living. The self-care piece is that we're looking at many different components today, more so than we've ever done before, in terms of taking better self-care of yourself. Is being redundant, but many of the options that we have certainly is physical activity, diet is being appropriate. I'm on and off with certain things myself, but looking at that, meditation, gratitude journal. One of the things that come up is, well, how do you find happiness in today's world? One of the key components for that is try performing a random act of kindness each day. And what you'll see is, over a period of time, you'll see a change in yourself and the other person in order for us to make the world a better place. Okay? Thank you.